About a month ago, I went to New London, Connecticut for a 2-day getaway by myself. I wanted to spend time alone, somewhere different than my apartment. Didn't do anything special, just wanted to get away for a bit, and it was a much needed one. I booked an Airbnb, this cute little studio apartment in the center of New London, checked in and chilled in the room for a bit, then went out to drive around in this small coastal town. I found a place called Fort Trumbull State Park and Museum. It was built to defend New London Harbor from British attack, and later it served as part of the country's coastal defense system. It was really hot that day, but I take hot summer weather all day rather than being cold and miserable in winter. I started to get hungry and got myself a lobster roll for the first time from the infamous Captain Scott's Lobster Duck. Little pricey, but the food and the view was really good. The next morning, I woke up early and went out for a walk around the town center, had a cup of coffee and enjoyed this view at a local coffee shop. On my way back home, I decided to stop by Yale University since it was on my way. It's always nice seeing and walking around good college campuses. So that was my short getaway to New London, Connecticut by myself. And in this episode of One Quote Monday, I don't have a proper quote, but I'll talk about the importance of me time. So you can think of any me time quote you want. Me time, as the name implies, is the time spent focusing on yourself and only doing the things that you want to do. And here are the main 3 benefits of me time. Me time will increase your self-awareness, meaning like it gives you a chance to think about what you're doing, who you are, and who you want to be. You get to practice just being alone with your thoughts, which is actually a skill you can develop, and answer questions like what brings you happiness, what or who drains your energy, and who do you like to spend your time with. I think at least once a week by yourself would be ideal for these reflections and self-awareness practices, but setting up some alone time for yourself every week or once in a couple of days would work too. Somewhat similar to self-awareness, me time allows you to stop and reflect on your day, week, the events that happened recently, or to reflect on your life in general. Everything is so fast-paced in our lives, and most people forget to slow things down, including myself. I realized this a couple of months ago. I almost never sit and think, except for the 5 minutes of meditating and quick journaling that I do from time to time. Thanks to these AirPods, I'm always listening to something when I'm doing the dishes, cooking, and when I'm going somewhere. I'm listening to podcasts, random videos on YouTube, or I'm listening to audiobooks. Even though I really enjoy those things, constantly listening to something stops me from just being quiet, from thinking, and reflecting on what's going on in my life. But these kinds of getaways help me do that and clear my mind. Most people spend a lot of time and energy trying to impress others and trying to be liked. This happens more often when we're constantly around other people. We usually try to show the best version of ourselves, especially on social media. But when we are by ourselves, there is no one to impress, unless you go on social media and try to show your beautiful life that you all figured out. But when we're alone, we can just be ourselves without worrying about what other people think of us, which should be the default state of mind when we're around others as well. So me time will help you not care about what other people think. Probably no one thinks about you anyway, because everyone is worried about themselves, which is called spotlight effect in psychology. So caring about other people's opinions is a waste of time and energy, and spending time with yourself will help you get over that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.